DP here. We're going to do a bit of a deep dive into House of Kibaa, specifically looking at pocket dimensions. But I want to at least show you the website, and then we'll look at the video they just released today, which is pretty amazing. So we'll get to that here in a second. But if you head on over to houseofkibaa.com, that's two A's in Kibaa, you'll see the breakdown of the organization and what they're doing, and some of the amazing projects that they have in place. So from 3D production and tokenization, being a Metaverse ready consultancy organization company, I think it's pretty amazing. When you look at some of the expertise they have, if you look at some of the tabs here, you'll see some of the different things they have created, some of the mock-ups, how to contact them if you want to collaborate and bring that. You may see here the Gutter Gangs layer and what they've kind of created there, some of their assets, taking it from 2D to 3D. Again, it's just amazing what they're doing. They did these mock-ups as well for Redemption. So you can sit here and kind of go through these, take a look at that, as well as the Gen X run up. So here you see a breakdown of the house, how they kind of broke it down, how they're able to kind of bring it to 3D. And this will be literally our place to go in this space to have these conversations. So again, just kind of a quick overview, some of the in-house production, looking specifically here at some of the work with the Gen Zero project. Again, this right here, to me, this protobot is just amazing when you see some of the mock-ups and work that they have done. So something definitely to look at. You scroll down, you'll see some information for Project Origin and some of the images and teasers of what this will look like. If you haven't seen the walkthrough for the Gutter Gangs layer, it's amazing. So again, going down here, another thing we have here with Project Origin, looking at galleries that they drop to the Genesis members and are also available for sale. Amazing to be able to say this is my gallery, to showcase the things that we have. Coming down here to Land Plus as well, and the different environments and terrains. So great things happening there. Partner projects, some of them you may know, you may not know, but from characters to environments to wearables. Here you see the Gutter Cat Gang and what they've done with those 2Ds, making them 3Ds. Young DNA, Gods of Rock, some Bored Ape Yacht Club, Ape Redemption work they've done, just hands down amazing. But going over to Pocket Dimension, which is dropping, if you haven't registered, you definitely want to do so. Head on over to houseofkibaa.com. You'll see Pocket Dimensions, and you'll be able to register here for the drop that they have to mint this. One of the amazing things is you have the 10 environments, right? This is a Savanna. And I'm going to zoom in here just a little bit to be able to kind of showcase it a little bit better on the video. But here's the Savanna. Here we have the tundra, woodland, marsh, countryside. I want to mess this one up. Fjord. But that's a type one. That's a fraudulent step on me. So, ooh. Anyways, but Zen, Archipelago here, Dale. And the dunes rundown. So it's amazing just to see that these will be things available to holders. Some of the crazy things that I think people are not even wrapping their heads around, and they don't know. It's literally something as simple as this. A blank canvas for creators. I shared in a previous video about what this means to us as veterans, to have a space to be able to talk about this. But having Web 2 to Web 3 integration and what that means from a business perspective, from a creator perspective, again, you're limited by your imaginations. Having access to unique NPC hosting systems, so I can take my vision now and build something for my demographic with the support of what this brings. So it's not just a one size fits all, but it's so many use cases that are going to be rolled out. Event hosting and land renting. A social currency ecosystem, and House of Kibaa gem NFT interactions. We have gems and different tokenization aspects that are being rolled out, so much more to follow. Stand by for the white paper. Peer-to-peer trading and marketplace. Again, think about what we could do in that space. Not really going to go into detail for these specific things, but just really wanted to highlight that. Being able to use avatars as digital identities. We just saw the Gutter Cat Gang. We saw some of the Gen X avatars and others that are doing the same thing as well, to include mining in this land. So really, the imagination, is your only limit here as far as what is available. So I want to hop over and showcase here the video, which is just amazing. That is some pretty dope graphics. I just want to kind of pause it right here because it's cool to kind of see the different um, uh, avatars that are here in Project Dimension. That being said and done in Pocket Dimensions. But one of the biggest things I just at least wanted to kind of close with saying is that when you consider the possibilities, one of the ways I explain it to our veterans and those that are new to the NFT space is, what would you do with land? If we think about it, we're separated by distance. We don't have the ability at times to do the things we want to. But just looking at this, if you can think about what it would be like to have events, to be able to come together, to spend time, to utilize this technology, to bridge the gap, and really go beyond just PFPs to actually being immersive into the space and then begin to create commerce and do things. This is light years ahead of what the current space is. And if you listen to some of the AMAs of what Kibaa has talked about, and the team have talked about, it's amazing the vision of what this will create from a marketplace perspective, our ability to interact, to play games, to socialize, and do so many things in a world where distance at times limits us. So, I can see a day where we go from Zoom meetings to being able to come and have meetings on our land, in our space, to be able to come together because there was a time where, guess what? This device was a commodity and not everybody has one. So the time will come where the technology and the hardware will also be in line with things like, VR, AR, and so forth. So I'm excited for what's to come. I think this will be definitely something amazing to look forward to. So I would say for sure, get in line, keep an eye on the space. There are other projects that are doing great things, but the quality and work that has gone into House of Kibaa is hands down amazing. I would really, really recommend folks to take a look at this because I think that what they've done, what they've been building, they've really perfected and nailed down the fact of let's focus on quality versus rushing to just make noise. So this is literally a marketer's dream to be able to just show it because it sells itself and it makes sense. So I'm excited to see what creators will create and what builders will build, and what things we will be able to create and develop together as we begin to explore this space. So I'm excited. Check it out. More to follow. Hope this helps and answers some questions, but I'm excited. We'll have our land and we'll have our space.